you doing today? I hope you're having a wonderful day. Have you ever wondered what really makes a waterfront home irresistible to buyers? Everyone dreams of that peaceful lake view, but when it comes to actually buying, there are a few key things that make one property stand out and they make an offer on. So whether you're thinking about selling your lakefront home or just curious about what today's buyers are looking for if you're planning to make a renovation, this video will give you an inside look at what truly sells a waterfront lifestyle. So if you're considering buying a lake property, let me know what I missed on your needs list once you check out this video. Let's get started. I think we can all agree that it starts with the view. Buyers want to see the water the second they walk in the door. Big windows, open floor plan, so you have that unobstructed sight line, and that's the huge selling point, that you can actually see the water. A clean, well-kept shoreline is also important too, so not only the inside but also the outside. Even something as simple as trimming back trees, removing clutter from the yard can dramatically improve the view and therefore your home's value. Now ideally, all bedrooms of your home should have a water view, but at least the primary, if not all of them, because I know sometimes you have 6 bedrooms and you just can't get that all on the one side of the house. But that would be the goal, to have a view from the primary bedroom, because sometimes you'll find that people will use the primary bedroom that is not the largest because they have the view. Having a beautiful view is one thing, but buyers also want to use the lake. Gentle slopes down to the water or level land, solid steps or pathways if it's not level, and a well-maintained dock all add to that serious appeal. Now, a flat or gentle slope lot is often more desirable than that steep one because it makes swimming, fishing, launching a kayak effortless. So the easier it is to enjoy the water, the more valuable your property feels to that buyer. Now, you're also going to want to consider how far the boat launch is from your home. For example, the house I lived on listed on Iroquois Drive, is only like, blocks are weird here, but a few houses down to the marina. Or the lake on Lake Navajo, the house on Lake Navajo is also a couple hundred feet away from a boat launch. So those are really easy to get your boat into the water, so you could take it in and out every time, but since you have dock, you're going to probably want to park it there. But it's also beneficial for people that come to your house that maybe want to launch a boat for the weekend. It's easy for them to get to it as well. And this can help the buyer decide, when they're considering the view as well as the access, if they're okay with that lake view property versus a lakefront property, when they may just be okay seeing it. If they don't have a boat, or they're okay with docking it at the marina, they may be fine with just having the view. So that's something to consider as well as you're getting your house ready to list. I'm sure you all heard how popular outdoor kitchens have become. So when buyers picture life on the lake, they imagine sitting outside. Coffee in the morning, dinner on the deck, sunsets in the evening, screen porches, patios, fire pits, and those outdoor kitchens turn that dream into reality. So if you already have a great outdoor space, make sure it's staged to show off how relaxing and inviting that space can be. Now, sometimes this area is going to be the last on your list. You're like, I gotta get the house ready, I gotta declutter, I gotta stage my house. But it is very important to have that outside area, even if your home is not lakefront. Those are a big deal right now, so you want to make sure that for this time of year, we're in fall, so make sure it's clean of leaves, that you can actually sit down and enjoy the table and chairs or couch, whatever you have outside. And make sure that, if nothing else, that it's actually cleaned up, and that's so that they can see that that has the potential for that space to be a relaxing area as well. So why am I talking about waterfront buyers? I'm Clute, a realtor in Cherokee Village, Arkansas, and also a waterfront homeowner myself. So if you currently live on the water, I'd love to hear from you. What's your favorite feature of your lake home? Or maybe what made you make an offer on the home that you ended up choosing? Make sure to put it in the comments below so I can let other sellers know what's important to the populace out there when they're out there buying. Now, lakefront living often comes with boats and kayaks and paddleboards and fishing gear. So buyers are also thinking about, where am I going to put all my stuff? Not only the stuff inside, but the stuff outside. So the places that often they go are, if you have a boat lift, storage shed, of course garage is a great place with extra room, so because you still got to put your car in the garage. All of those are going to be highly desirable. Even simple solutions like built-in racks or an organized boathouse can really set your house apart. Now, since most lake homes in our area have walkout basements, this can often help because usually you have a little extra storage space, maybe sometimes in the front of the house that you can't really dig that out. So that does help have a little extra storage area. And honestly, you can never have too much storage areas. I've never heard somebody say, oh my gosh, this house has too many closets, or what am I going to do with all these sheds? It's not going to happen. So if you have the opportunity or you have the space to allow a storage room or to put a shed, I'm sure that a buyer will benefit from it. Now, while the view and access are what draws your buyers to your home, they also love a home that feels bright and airy and, of course, low maintenance. So you're going to want to focus on natural light, open up those windows, neutral colors. It is a good idea to paint, and finishes that echo the outdoors, wood tones, light stone, clean lines that complement that lakefront lifestyle beautifully. So if you have, for example, dark paneling or heavy drapes, even small updates like the paint and the changing out the curtains can make a big impact on how it feels move-in ready. An important thing about getting your house ready is that deep cleaning. Cleaning can make a huge difference, especially when people are seeing homes that are not clean and well taken care of. And considering the price range of these waterfront homes, updated features and appliances are usually expected. So that's something to consider if you're wanting to sell a lakefront. And like I said, most of them are going to be in the higher price range just because they are waterfront. So it's kind of expected to have those higher end features. Another big factor is privacy. Buyers want to feel like they can enjoy the water without being right on top of their neighbors. Mature trees, thoughtful landscaping, and the way his home is positioned on the lot can all add that sense of peaceful retreat that lakefront buyers really crave. Now, in our area, if you're just looking at the area I work in Arkansas, north central Arkansas, in Cherokee Village, you have Lake Thunderbird and Lake Sequoia. Those are probably the most populated as far as homes on the lake shore. They're going to be on those two lakes. So it's really hard to get that privacy and also have that lake frontage, lake access. Now, they are the bigger lakes, so they're more desirable, and that's why there's more homes on them. In Horseshoe Bend, you have Crown Lake, which is also the largest, and it's much less private on Crown Lake. You're not going to have as much. Now, there are some homes on all of those lakes that have multiple lots, which help you feel a little bit more private, but usually where there's extra lots, the water kind of tends to get lower. But since Cherokee Village has 7 lakes, Horseshoe Bend has a couple extra lakes. There's lakes in Hardy, Ozark Acres, Highland. The smaller lakes are more private, but they have less area to build on because they're a smaller lake. There's less land that goes around them. But there is still places that you can build on those smaller lakes, but just realize that there's less that come available for sale because there's less built there. So you have to decide as a buyer, just as these lakefront sellers have decided which lake is the best for them. Is it more important to have that privacy, or is it more important to be on the big lake where you can do the skiing and the boating and the tubing? Waterfront buyers aren't just buying a house, they're buying a lifestyle. They want access to community amenities like those boat ramps, swimming areas, walking trails, and nearby restaurants. All of that can add up to tremendous appeal because you're not only, as a lakefront seller, competing with a house on your lake, you're competing with a house on the lake across town in Cherokee Village and the lake houses in other communities. You have to realize what you all have to benefit a buyer. So being close to a well-loved community can make a buyer feel like they're really in a place that can be invested in and more than just a house. They're joining a way of life. So even though our community in Cherokee Village is rural, Horseshoe Bend, we're all very rural here, we do have a lot of small businesses and events to help keep our community involved and have like a lot of fundraisers is what we have. I would say almost every weekend there's something going on. So even though we don't have businesses that have events, like, I don't know how to explain that, like something that you would expect in the big city, like a bar or a theater, something like that. We don't have something that has something going on every night, but there is something going on most nights just by throughout all the different organizations in the area. So just make sure you research an area you're looking to see, not just the houses, but also the amenities, and what is it that you use regularly? What are you expecting to be there? And if it's not there, are you okay with driving a ways to get to it? Because it's still here, it's just farther away. At the end of the day, buyers aren't just looking for four walls and a roof. They're looking for a place that they can relax, recharge, and make memories in. The homes that stand out are the ones that capture that feeling of the lake as much as the look of it, inside and out. So whether you're getting ready to sell or just planning for the future, focus on these elements that make waterfront living so special: the view, the access, and the lifestyle that comes with it. So if you're getting ready to list your home for sale, check out this download I made for you to make the whole process easier in my seller's guide. There's a link in the description below. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day.